Boom. Logo lights. 4 of them. Hopefully we've got the leads as well. Oh yeah, they do. Sorry, in each bag. So I'm going to put them in during the day. I could talk now, but I might as well talk when we'll buy the car and getting it done. All right. It's the next day. So here I am. It's the next day. I got these ones came in 4s. You can get them in 2s. You probably buy them individually as well. But there are also those, basically what they do, they take a couple of batteries and they sit on your door trim. Well, I don't need those anyway because I've got puddle lights. So the situation is that they go there. Now you can see that one's not on. But the reason why it's not on is because I got I'll put a link in the description to SMD Automotive in the UK, and I got their interior light bulb LED pack, which gives you, obviously LEDs, they're also brighter, whiter, they probably are brighter too. And so I changed all of those, and when I was changing the one on the driver's door, in all 4 doors the cables are they're so short basically that I didn't want to pull on the cable too much, but I literally couldn't get the connector back on. There just wasn't enough flex for me to get my finger in to do that whilst putting the light back in, and I just had this feeling that if I pulled on it, it would suddenly go very slack and would never work again. And I'm really backed off at taking these off, because I remember as a lad, you know, you usually break a clip and you're never happy about the way it goes back on. And I just think if I have to do it at some point, I have to do it. But doing it because it's a way of handling something, I sort of think, well, if I can just live with it. So I'm the only one who's had no puddle light this whole time. All the other 3's working. So getting these will also solve that as well, because they do come, which I'll show in a second, they do come with a little extra wire extender. That might be because to get the logo to shine the right way, maybe on the other side you have to turn it around the opposite way. I'm not sure. It's probably a really ridiculous thing to think, but we'll see. But anyway, they does give a bit of extra flex, so that hopefully will help. And the offside rear door here in the UK, this one is starting to flicker now, which the LEDs can do. So I'm going to change all 4, but I'm going to start with the 2 that are problematic to me. One, the one that's never worked, or has worked until I improved it. And then this that one which is now flickering, so there we go. Anyway, this is a place where I thought I'd be undisturbed whilst I clamber around under a car. So here we go then. Right, so improvisation as always. Let's get the rug out, the floor mat. What I also realised is that I don't have the spudger. What am I going to use? I might have. I think it's indoors. By the way, I haven't looked at the instructions. So there it is. I'm using part of the car toolkit, but just be really careful how you get the thing out so that you don't crack it. I'm not sure which way it goes from. There we go. That's going to come out. Boom. And like I say, there it is. There's the proof that the human didn't put it back right. I'm the guy I'm talking about. Right, so let's do a couple of things here. First of all, as you can see here, this is the new one. This is the old one. They are identical as in terms of size. This is where the projector is. It's not one of those ones with a silly sticker or anything. Now what you normally have got to do is plug this end, these 2 pins, sorry, these, let me get the other bit out of the way so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. These 2 pins you've got to plug in to the this bit and on your existing cable, which hopefully will mean extra length for me. But I should have looked, shouldn't I, to see which way. I guess it's always going to be the same. I'm just trying to figure out. So I will plug that in like that at some relevant moment. But in the meantime, the bit that I want to do is, there she is. I can feel it, but I can't see it. God, you must come out even just a little bit. Can you believe it? It's got a little lip that it won't come over because it's... Well, I'm a bit disappointed that... Oh, here we go. This one you might not be able to see it, what I'm doing here, because it's really difficult to, even for myself to see. But I'm basically plugging the pins in. I don't know if they've gone in or not. I may have done. I don't feel that's really done it. I'm not sure which way. I suppose the light would just, oh, there we go. Right, come on, what is it giving me? Oh. I'm not sure how good a job I've done of this, but now I'm trying to push it back in. It seems a bit large for the hole. Only by a millimetre or so. So I don't know. Let me pause it and see what I'm doing with my eyes in. There you go. That might make a difference, you never know. Opticians said it would. They might be right. Oh, that sounded a bit more encouraging. Or maybe not. What a wind up. Right, well, while I'm at it, I might as well look and see. Yeah, I think I've got the pin in properly. I wonder if I can do it. If I do it this way, oh, I've done two things, killed two birds with one stone there. Yeah, I had it the right way round. So it goes in the way you would think it would go in, and I'm happier about the cable being actually in now rather than just in. I can see by the projection on my hand that it's going to say BMW the right way round, but it won't quite go in. So look at the old one. What did the old one do? Right. I have a feeling this isn't going to quite go in. I mean, how really annoying. It's such a simple little job. I mean, how hard can it be? Well, the thing about the difficulty, it's got to be ridiculous. It's not allowed to just be difficult. It's got to be ridiculous in the way that it's difficult. And then, there we go. Then when it goes in, you've got to have no idea how you did it. The only thing wrong with this car is its owner, really. Its owner needs a little bit more pocket money to play with his car than he's got. Oh, has it come to this? Anyway, I reckon these are going to be quite nice when they light up in the night, and I'm just going to be happy to have a puddle light. I'm going to get the other three done now because I'm feeling quite confident about it, and that I'll be glad I did it. We'll see. I'm going to do this back door, the flickering one. So I am actually rectifying it. That's a light that now works, didn't before, and the back door was flickering, and it hopefully won't be. We'll see. Trust me, that is going to be a BMW logo once the sun drops from the sky. I'd ask for comments on the glasses, but all I'm going to get is slaughtered. Yeah, do it if you want. It probably helps with the algorithm. They were free. I chose them myself. I didn't choose them. They were chosen for me. You know, what kind of frames are you looking for? Free ones? Okay, here you go. Goodbye. There we go. To you, it might just, they might look fine. It might just be like, yeah, it's just a guy wearing glasses, so what? It's like, but it's me wearing glasses, and you don't know me from Adam, but I've known myself quite a while and I never used to wear glasses, so I'm like, I'm wearing glasses. There you go, that's better. Right, let's get the back one done. Didn't even notice. Oh, I can't zoom, don't know why. Anyway, I believe that's the Urus parked behind me. There you go. There you go. It's me again. Now, interesting. This one, I'm wondering if, because it comes in 2 packs of 2, I'm wondering if there is a left and right. I don't think there is, but if there is, this should probably go the other side. And if I was being really, if I had a ramp and everything, I would now do the other front one because of 2 reasons. One, just in case they are sided, which I don't think they are. And the other reason is so that if I stopped at that point to see what I think about them, at least it's the fronts that have been done, just not just like one side. Because that was the other thing I was thinking, is that shall I just leave it like and see what I think about that one? Simplest thing of all is just get on with it. These are LEDs. They run very cool. Even this feels a little bit warm. If you are taking out, it's the old workshop safety tip now, if you've got the old incandescent, you know, the typical old school sort of glass bulbs, remember they will be hot. So take out and disconnect, let it cool down, and then, well, you don't need to take the bulbs out here actually. So if you're doing an LED swap, then you are going to need to take the bulbs out because you're going to use the same housing. But as these come with their own housing, you probably don't need to worry too much about heat, but just make sure that you don't touch the bulb because it will be hot, and it, you know, you're not going to die, but it will change your day. Top tip, let them cool down. Now I'm in a situation here where I could be about to make it worse because the first one didn't work. So if it still didn't work, then it never worked since my last improvement. But now this one works, even though it was flickering. It doesn't seem to be flickering now. But anyway, so I'm in the situation now where there'll be a temporary worsening of the situation as I put this mod in halfway, point of no return and all that. You know, that was a lot easier to go in, that pin. It's a hell of a lot easier because I've got the length, you know, I just need that extra, it's like probably an inch. So I've got it lighting up, but I'm not happy with the pin. There we go, I am now. So let's have a look. So is that right? If I put it that way, it'll be upside down, yeah. Okay, so can you see on my hat? Yeah, you can, can't you? Sorry, I must have been annoying you. You're trying to see it. So you can see the BMW logo is facing, you know, the way you would want it to face, basically. So he says not being able to work out how to grammatically explain that in English. Sorry, good, my English not very is. Is this going to be tight as well? Yes, it is. Well, they're a real custom fit. They are a tight fit. Well, on the last one, when it went in, it just kind of... So I'm trying to prise it. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm trying to prise it back in fully so that... Like a shoehorn. I'm trying to shoehorn it in. Right here is an opportunity for failure over something so trivial. It's really annoying, but it is what it is, as the saying goes. People's dislike at that "is what it is" saying is almost as famous as the saying itself these days. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, there we go. I've done it. Rather than doing it in the middle, I've done it on one of the edges. But okay, that's quite. I'm quite impressed with that. I hope it is nice when it lights up tonight. It's too dark, but let's see if I can. Mind you, this one, it seems to say at an angle. Does it turn or something? I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, I might need to revisit, but I'm trying to. There you go. That's that. That's 2 of them done. I don't know how these things work. When I watched a video of one of them, as I opened the door, it seemed to rotate the thing. This, I'm pretty sure, isn't going to do that, but you never know. If it does, I'll be absolutely amazed. I'll be very impressed. Yeah, it's because of the angle of the door, I think. So that's why it's slightly twisted. But anyway, I could just open and see if that's the case. So is that? Yeah, it is gonna. As I close the door up, it's gonna maybe make a bit more sense. I don't know. So this is my 2009 E70 BMW X5 35D, and here I am putting some BMW logo puddle lights in there. So that's the introduction I never gave, but that's what I'm doing, and hopefully that's those 2 done. I've got to flip the car around now because I'm not lying in the street. So let's go and do a U-turn by the Urus. There you go, digression again. Right, here's me turning the car around because I wanted to show you. Yeah. No beeps and anything from reversing because of the water leak, which there you go, you see, water leak which Donald ducked the TV tuner, so no reverse camera and no audio in the car at the moment, but I'll sort that out. What I'm trying to do is see if I can get, I don't have to, you can bypass the tuner. There are YouTube videos out there. It's just a fibre optic loop. That's why it's freaked itself out, because something's not working in the loop, so it sort of shuts down everything. Still got head-up display, but yeah, some things aren't there. But there are places where you can just, there's like a jumper cable or something. You just do some stuff with jumper cables. You know, I think, yeah. Anyway, whatever. You make it think that it's still in the loop and working, and so you bypass it, and then you don't. And to be honest with you, it's an analog tuner, so I got 1 channel, and that was funny enough. If I was parked about where I'm parked now, I got Sky Arts, which tells of the unexpected. There's a couple of old episodes of Mind on there. It's quite good actually. But anyway, so I thought, well, I'll just change it with a digital one. If I'm going to change it, might as well get a digital one. But they seem, no one really seems to answer me when I say, is it straight swap? Can I just get a digital one instead of an analog one? It's just so weird that it's analog on the 2009. You know, they knew what was coming. But anyway, there you go. Someone paid extra for something that was only going to work for a couple of years. I guess it was lease, you know, it'd be gone by then. But anyway, so if anybody knows if you can just do a straight swap and get some nice second-hand digital TV tuner, then fine. If not, I'll just bypass it and get my rear view camera back, because this is a big car. I want a camera when I'm reversing. Front camera would be nice for laziness, but I usually know if there's something or someone in front of me. Behind, you just always, whenever I maneuver this car, I always have a feeling there's something I'm not seeing. So I would like the rear camera to work at least. And even the park distance control, yes, it works visually, although it can take a while to wind up. But you know, to the fact that you're reversing, you're looking everywhere you can, you've got no camera, you're looking on the PDC display, hearing a bleep because you forgot to check the display as you went back another few feet is useful. When there's no bleeps, you'd be surprised actually once you got used to it. I just don't want to bump into anything, don't want to damage anything, don't want to damage the car, and I don't want to bowl, you know, skittle down a human. Nobody wants that. So yeah, I'll sort all that lot out. But anyway, there it is, blah blah again. Let's get on and do the other side, and I had something to say about that and I can't remember what it was, so as soon as it comes up, you'll be the first. I'll be the first to let you know, you'll be the first to know. Here we go. Switching off the car nicely, please. Getting out. Right, I'm going to do that like the man said. Okay. Right, here we go again. And now I know what I was going to say. Here's the back. What I was going to say is I wonder, I can't remember, but I wonder if the front is got, you know, both sides have got shorter cables. This one, even if it does have, was long enough for me to deal with getting this light to work. But why am I having a bit of an issue there? No, that's not what I want to do. Okay, but basically the cable may be shorter than what that back door was, and the answer to that is yeah, it is shorter. But the driver's side front was a lot shorter. It didn't even come out of the hole. It just sort of made it to the edge of the hole, which when you're trying to hold it and put one of these things in there, there just wasn't enough space. And it was quite comical. I kept doing the same thing and it's like, it's not going to work, but I was like properly in denial about it. So I had to give up. And it's part of 2 years without it, probably. And there it is. Again, let's get this. Oh, what you have to do. So, I don't know what angle I'm going to put you at. It is not the easiest thing to film. So then let's plug that in, and it's working, and that's good. So let's go in and hope that these aren't quite as tight a fit, or that I've got my technique down just right. Now, I don't be tiggling or nothing. Anybody know what that's from? You should do. So, right. First thing, get it to push right back, and then just do an edge. Anyway, what am I going to have with that one? That's facing forward at an angle. You can see it. Let's see if you can see it on the Freedom hat. Yeah. Right, that's that one done. So, I mean, the pins, pushing the pins in it. Oh, I've got the dreaded sticky door handle thing going on. Oh well, my passengers are too polite. I got friends that would say, expletive me, Paul, what you been eating in here? And it's like, I don't know if you noticed, but the steering wheel's on the other side. But anyway, no one said to me that your door handle is sticky. But there we go. Another little thing, turning this into a vlog now. Maybe I'll do 2 edits. These that I did, you can now get, probably always been able to get, in fake Alcantara with the red and green sort of Alpina stitching along them, which I like, except for the fake thing. It's like there's stickers. I really would like Alcantara, actual genuine Alcantara with stitching inserts in like a dark brown. That would be nice. I got sort of a mid-darkish sort of brown is what all of this wood is. I didn't like it. I thought about getting a nice matte ash vinyl wrap. It'd be quite nice, but then I was gonna have to cut it, and I just thought, let's buy the stickers. People say they don't fit, and they don't, but they're there. They calm the car down. It's a black. It's a blue that's black. So it's carbon black. It had brushed aluminium window surrounds, mid-darkish chocolate brown interior with brown wood. There's a lot going on. So now just to dechrome, you know, and do this, it's just calmed it down. It's given me a chance to sort of think, okay, what do I want on there? And it's worked a treat in as much as I've come up with the answer, even though I haven't done it. And that is, yeah, I thought gloss, actual genuine gloss carbon fibre with, you know, the BMW M Performance or something might be quite nice. That would be alright, but I like the idea of the Alcantara, including down here. Nice. Yeah, maybe one day the fact that I've done it will pop up on your YouTube, and then you say, well, I heard it from him first. And there we go. So now I'm going to do the back door. Try not to just do what I've just done there, which is just take the lens off, which is what that's going to do now probably. There's always one in there. So as I was saying, it's the last one, isn't it? It's making me think that the cable's coming out the other side, but let's have a look. No, it's not. Alright, I'm just going to take the cover off so I can see what I'm doing. Right, there you go, an exclusive view. How they look without the lens covers on. Oh no, I was wrong. No wonder. Well, there you go. Shows you what side comes out. I'll put that lens back on off camera. Save a bit of time in edit. There you go. And I did hope to be able to show you putting the pins in. I don't know if I've done that or not. Also not wearing my glasses now again. I forgot, you just have to get into the habit of wearing them. So there you go. And then just plug, oh that wasn't in. Like I say, you got to get in the habit of wearing your glasses. I have a feeling these ones are going to be a bit more problematic. I don't know what happened there, but I got them in. Now, I don't quite, there's something I don't quite get here, but anyway, we can sort that out later. What way is it going to be? It's going to be okay. Don't really know I'll figure this out later, like I say. Of course, the car's facing the other way now, but I'm sure that's round the wrong way. But anyway, the cable came out that way, so that's the way it's going to get done. And there you go. What I'm trying to do is tease it into place on each corner until it goes in without fuss. Like I say, trying. I'm sure this is round the wrong way. Sure the lens was round the other way on the other one, but the cable came out the other side, don't know. Okay. There you go. The sign seems to be going the right way. Kind of. All right then. So in amongst all of that, there must be something I can use to show you how to do that. I hope there was. There we go. I mean, it's done. I'll finish off with a little clip tonight when it's a bit darker. It gets dark at night. So there we go. That's it. That's how to put BMW projector logo puddle lights into your well, it fits all kinds of BMWs, all kinds of X5s, all kinds of I'll put a link in the description and you can buy the right ones, but the ones that I've bought here are the most universal. I mean, we've all seen those little things, right? They probably, do you know what I'm just thinking, they probably even fit in like some interior light. Maybe someone just looking, maybe not in this car, but you know, like an old Mini or something. I don't know what it would project on, but maybe it would come down and project on the gear stick on one side of the car or something, but anyway, whatever. But anyway, it seemed to be X1, X3, X5, X7, 5 Series, 3 Series, 1, 6, 7, 4s, 8s, etc. There were some that it didn't, so check that out. And like I say, these are the ones that you replace. They're not, they're wired in, they're not, it's up to you, and if it's all you can do because of the way your car is or something, fine, but I really would not want the stick-on ones with the 2 AAA batteries. Nah. Although they could maybe play a little animation or something. I don't know, whatever, we'll see. But yeah, there you go, that's how you do it. I've still got the old ones, and of course if you've got your old bulbs, not LEDs, I've done an LED replacement as you could see there. But if you've got your old bulbs, then obviously what's going to happen, you should stand there with the Urus in the background, shouldn't I? Then it, you know. But if you've got the bulb, the old style bulbs, then it's 2 upgrades in one because it's LED and it's the logo. But just be careful with touching those bulbs because honestly they do get really hot if you didn't know that. And I shouldn't have to say it, but there it is. All right, cheers guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and all the rest of it if you reckon I might come up with something else useful at some point. It'll be useful for me for you to do that, and just, you know, drop a comment, say hi. It doesn't have to be a troll. You can just say hello or whatever. I don't know why I'm saying it, just comment, do something. Thanks for watching, bye. By the way, it's going to happen at some point. Keep an eye out for it. There you go. All right. There's the LED in there, by the way, if you've always wondered. It's those things with the yellow dots that are out of focus. And which way around am I doing it? Oh, maybe it doesn't matter. Just Maybe it does matter. No, I think I had it around the right way. Yeah, I did. There you go. It's back on. Little to no harm done. Cheers. Turning around. Thinking of putting them on the boot lid as well. Some curb. Yeah, that'll do.